Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. If you like my video, please like and subscribe. Also check me out on Twitch as Floyd Mason.
Bloop. So what do we got here? We can do archery. We can do check both shops plus night shop plus Malin plus the Skulltula. Not too bad. We'll check all the hints. Ooh, okay. Key and yeah, I'm gonna buy it. Why not? Would be nice. So many of my runs end in shops. I'd really prefer if they didn't. It's fun finding the last piece, not knowing like, oh, like I can go buy the last piece. Oh, my boomerang. Ooh. Okay, so that's all too much, but there's a force key here. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, boomerang. That's awesome. That is a great find before the river, because that opens up 2 more checks that are a nuisance. I don't like going back for. No, no. Whew. I was like dead straight on it, and then for some reason I like twisted my hand. Nice. First try. First try. Wow. Well, it's a bummer. That's a bummer. Okay, let's go get the money. Buy that boomerang. So we can do the stuff at the castle, and then it'll be night, and we'll save Tricky Dick. We'll go to the bomb shoe shop. It's going well. And boomerang to me is going well, and currently getting a Triforce piece a minute or every 10 minutes. A minute. Triforce piece a minute would be insane for 30. That'd be absolutely wild. But I find often, especially in the temples, they come in like clumps. So if Shadow Temple's Path of Gold, there's probably like 3 or 4. So they're nice little pockets of stuff. Awesome. I'm really pumped about that. That's a really good find. So now, you know, it's things like if I was to get Jabu's letter or Ruchu's letter, I could fully beat Jabu. Yeah, I'm slingshot away from beating. Sorry, I'm thinking in my head like beating ones when I'm doing Triforce hunts, and none of that really matters. Usually I'm trying to like think out like, okay, what can I do? Because you can almost always beat the 3 kids ones when you're doing dungeon runs. But Jabu not always. So when you get the 2 Jabu items, or well 3 I guess, then it's pretty sweet. Because while I don't like it as a temple, when you need to beat an easy dungeon, it's one of the fastest. Like it's fast. I think it's faster than Dodongo. I think I can beat it faster than Dodongo's. Probably pretty close, but Jabu seems super quick because you don't do a lot of side tricks. It's pretty kind of just go here, get her, get upstairs, fight. Skull Kid grants a bomb bag. Okay, interesting. 50 gold is a bow. Okay, don't need it. Ocarina of Time teaches Deku Stick. Okay, so definitely not all dungeon. That's good. I don't need to beat 2, so it's not the biggest deal, but I still don't want to do it. I mean, the logic probably has me doing all dungeon, because that's how it always is, but you know. I would love to find your dad. $5. Well, see, to me, like, I get very up in the canon of the game and things that make sense. And to me, you know, a farm girl being like, hey, my dad's lost. Here's all my money. Final rewards is a small key, so maybe we'll do that. You know, she's like, here, it's all my money. $5, please help me. It's reasonable. You know, that's kind of a canon. It tracks. You know, like, I like when I'm talking to... Ooh. Bottle. Cool. Okay, so actually, I'm going to get bugs. Because that gets us 2 more checks on the lake path, and it's completely unreasonable not to do it now. You know, but like, when I'm talking to, say, Anju, and she's like, oh, thanks for helping me with my cuckoos, and then she gives you, like, a shadow key, and she's like, oh, like, this key's been handed down for generations. You know, you can build out that story in your mind. It makes it a little better. I like it a little more when people give me the keys in the areas where those key items exist. Why am I going in here? I need night. It's too early. The only thing that does suck is I'm gonna have to wait for night, and then I'm gonna have to wait for day again because I'm going to the lake. You know, usually I kind of time it out, and hopefully I get a bomb thing. And right now, after this, I would switch to adults so you don't kick around. But don't want to get too close to dogs. I don't want them following me. Come on. Richard, come on, buddy. You and I are friends. You coming? There we go. Wow. Why do you have this, ma'am? Thank you. Okay. Amazing find. I mean, I'm still going to go down to the lake just because I can do basically everything there, but that's huge. Boomerang and hookshot. Ooh, Rutu's ladder, 2 keys, boss key. Affordable too. Okay, well. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. What else we got here? Water temple. Forest temple, spirit temple. Okay, cool. All right. Well, why is he in there? Get out of there. I mean, we might go beat Jabu, because like I can. I don't really want to. Again, it doesn't have a lot of great checks, but. Fully clearing an area is a really nice feeling. See how the hockey games are going while we wait. See what's going on. Panthers don't play today. But we had a kind of a lucky win last night. I mean, it shouldn't have been a lucky win because we were playing a goalie who isn't an NHL goalie, but he played well. And we had good chances. Ooh, Bruins won it. Okay, Bruins keeping up with us. And the Sabres beat the Flyers, man. The Flyers. I don't like them, so I don't really care. But at the same time, they have such a lot of talent. I don't know why they're so bad. It's one of those weird things with hockey where you look at a team and you go, this team's too talented to lose. And then they lose. And so you kind of got to reevaluate because like everyone's like, oh, well, all their players are really good. They have amazing forwards. their goalie. I mean, he's kind of having a rough, but he was really good a couple years ago. Like, he was one of the best goalies. And so you kind of got to go, well, are we just remembering them being good and they're not good anymore? Kind of deal. Which is absolutely the case. Their older forwards are just kind of not good anymore. Alright, off we go. Get some money, just because we will have to pay the scrubs down at the lake. But also, maybe there'll be good stuff at the shop. But we can go to the lake, then swim into Zora's, then do Jabu. So, and I mean, if we want, we can come back and get 3 more Skulltulas on the ranch, or 2 more on the ranch and 1 at Kakariko. So, I'll have to wait for night again. But again, what's kind of nice is that we have... so having the bug, we can do all of the checks here, unless I missed the chicken jump, but we'll just come back around. And we can do all the checks at the lake, I think. Because I have swimming, boomerang, and bug. So yeah. Yeah, we can do everything. When I was originally going to come out here, like, I could do 2 of the 4, now I can do all 4. So that's pretty sweet. Here we go. Actually got a very small amount of keys so far. Because like we actually have the ability to get in to a couple areas. You know, we're like 1 item away from getting in the forest. We can get into fire. 1 item from water. But without those keys, we won't get far. Ooh, bomb shoes. Okay. Kind of risky. Come on. Oh. Picking up the item is a risk. It's always a risk. Because it gives the chicken time to get through its little pissy animation. As soon as it's done that, it's gone. If it starts running, you ain't grabbing it. Some arrows. Feel good. I was a little worried. I was a little tired today from the work I was doing. I wouldn't have the energy. I mean, for anyone who watches me who hasn't met me in person, I'm a pretty low energy dude. Pretty quiet. Shoot the sun. I'm much more talkative here. Honestly, being on here has helped me be a little bit more talkative. Like, I am somewhat. Like, at work, I'm fairly talkative, but, like, I can talk about work stuff all day. My personal stuff, not as much. You know, I don't like talking about me all day. Is that Mirror Shield? Damn. Look at that sweet pink hue. I'm digging it. Digging it, game. I should look into the Mario 64 randomizer again as well. I feel like there's probably a bunch of ones. I know before Floppy did like a cool like Zelda like changed one, which I thought about doing. Like maybe I should look into one of those, like a modded game. So I haven't spent much time with them, but I like watching them because it's like an old favorite, just different. You know, it's why I love the randomizers so much. But the randomizers are kind of like more of a puzzle because it's just like you're just getting the pieces in a different order. You gotta figure out how they fit together. So I really like the randomizers. On a wasteland, foolish choice. Alright, so we can do bug, we can do sculpture here, we can do the 3 skulls, we can do fishing, and we can do underwater bottle. Shield, that's fine, don't really care. And hopefully, because we're going to burn, what, we're going to burn 30 on the scrubs, we're going to burn 20. Let's see if I can sneak the scrubs in before it gets dark. 20 on fishing. So we'll be down to like 40 something, so hopefully there's not like a 90 item I want. Because really I'm going to need sticks as well. But you can get free sticks, but it's the same as the money, you gotta go like in and out. Can you leave please, Al? Hurry the hell up. Dude is just hanging around, being all weird about it. Alright, well, when we go to there's adults, got an extra check. Up. That bloop. Ooh, hell yeah. Alright, 6th the way there. Right, yeah. Don't know why I didn't trust my math. You know, fairly good at math, so. See, now, this is a bit tight. I kind of like doing the other one first, usually. Oh, it's a slingshot. That's cool. Because it's a little harder to get that one. So I gotta swim my ass off to get to Item Island. Don't talk to him. Alright, so now, I mean, I could go back and beat Deku, but it'd be one check because I don't have bombs. Well, I have bomb shoes, so I could. I don't want to, but I could. Ooh, Song of Time. Again, Song of Time is not great, but it does give you some checks that are annoying to get later. So it's kind of like the same as like the bugs. Like getting bugs early is like whatever, but not having to come back out here just for bugs is pretty great. Oh, you know what actually game I should look into? I should look into getting a PlayStation one and playing something like Tomba. That would be a super fun one to replay. I love Tomba so much. Both of them are great. The first one I find to be one of the best games ever made. It's like one of those games I loved renting, but it was like impossible to find, to buy. Pretty sure it was a pricey one when I finally bought it. One of the two of them was. It's probably not that bad now, but just the time it was popular and it was like just old enough that people were remembering it and wanting it. So I don't mean like crazy expensive, but it was probably over $50. Like I would guess it was closer to 70. And you could probably find it for like 40 or 50 now. Come on, get out. There we go. Tricked him. Yes, please. Hey man, please weigh my fish. Well, you know, I'll take it. Saves me having to get money in here, so not bad. Better than the archery game where he just gave me a quarter of my money back. Like, what kind of game? If you went and played a game and like, yeah, $20 to play, great prizes, and you win, and they're like, wow, you're so good. Here's a quarter of your money back. Don't know about that. Don't know about that game. It's just a bloopy. All right, so that's Lake done. I mean, nothing. We got one Triforce piece in Song of Time. Like, not bad. Nothing like mind blowing, but pretty good. So here we have the store, we have Torch Run, we have Diving Game. So we'll see what's in the store first. And again, I think it's this one. Has sticks. We want to get 10 sticks just so we have them for Jabu. Alright, just fire arrows. Yeah. Not much of anything. Which is good. It's the hardest one to get back to. I'm just going to buy one of these because why not? I don't like having a full wallet. So we'll go do the other two things. Man, what's up? Got this letter for you. I do love, you know, like, okay, they don't really know you at all. Like, you know, like you go beat the Deku tree, but it's not like people from the forest are like bragging. Oh my god, like one of the people from the forest went in the tree because it really looks like I just killed the tree. But the Gorons and Zoras, like the Zoras, just like, oh my god, you found a letter. Like what if you were a kid and you were just like, you know, you went to the beach, you found a letter in a bottle, and it's like, oh, please come help me. I've been swallowed by a giant whale. And so, being a child, you go to their dad and you're like, hey, sir, like, it seems like your daughter's trapped in a whale. And they're like, oh my god, oh my goodness, a whale? Well, how about you, young child? Go deal with it. Not any of us proud Zoras. No, you, this small child I've never met before and never heard of. A little ridiculous, I think. I think it's kind of an absurd little story. Alright, come on. Oops, also forgot to get a fish, but I have to go down for torch runs, so just don't forget it's second go. Oh, nice. That's what I'm talking about. Got 6 already. Haven't been in any real temples. One thing I like about Triforce as well is, again, doing the overworld stuff seems much more like I'm not in a rush to get into temples because I actually prefer a lot of the overworld checks to the temples. You know, like I like kind of searching around out here, so it's kind of nice. That's like, you know, you're not like, oh, well, I can beat Jabu, so I better get Jabu right away because it's progress. It's like, well, I'll get there. I'll get there when I get there. I don't care. Maybe it's progress, maybe it's not. Who's to say? Who's to say? Let's put this. 12? Okay. So we're going to get up to 10 sticks just in case. We have a lot of Deku nuts, and we have, you know, the boomerang, which we need anyways, but should be okay. And we know that if we ever need the Zora's tunic, we can come here as an adult and buy it. Because I'm pretty sure you can only buy the tunics, even if they're like here, and you can get to it as a kid. I'm pretty sure you can only buy it as an adult, if I recall. I'm pretty sure they don't let you. It's the same as like you can't buy if bombs are on the right, or sorry, if bomb shoes are on the right, you can't buy them, but if they're on the left, you can. Until you've bought left bomb shoes. Once you've bought left bomb shoes, you can buy right bomb shoes. But things on the right are actually still store items, and things on the left are the randomized items. Alright. One more after this, just to be safe, because I once... this was before I knew how to fight the boss correctly using the Deku nuts. But I got to the boss, and I was like one stick short. And so I had to like exit out, come back here, get all the sticks, run back through Zora's. It was horrific. Boom, boom, boom. I still never got the fish. I'm big old idiot. I also can't remember if I waited till night to come in here. Because if it's not night, I gotta dip back out. So let's just see if it's night right now. I feel like it wasn't. But it's a check that I never want to come back for, so... yeah, let's just wait for night out here. Not much to do. Just wait. Nice relaxing wait. I mean, hour in, but doing pretty good. You know, 6 in the first hour is pretty good. We're still in that 1 every 10-minute pace. You know, which again would be longer than I want to play it. I want to pick that up a bit, but early it's good. Because you'll find pockets of them. Again, like sometimes I'll find like 3 in 2 minutes. Because it'll just be like boom, boom, boom. In the same area. Once I get into some of the temples. The overworld, they don't seem to be as tightly spread in. Don't speak too much on it, but people are the worst. People suck. People are like the dumbest. They're just stupid. People are very stupid. Also hypocrites. I think everyone's a hypocrite. I know, like I certainly am at times as well. But man, you know, practice what you preach. So tired of seeing people say something and then being like, but not me. No, that rule doesn't apply to me. I still get to do whatever I want. Assholes. You want turn night? Nice. Alright, now let's not forget that fish. Okay. So waited for night just so we can get the sculpture here. Then we'll get one and the clue on the back island. And then we'll go do Jabu, the one I said I disliked the most. But that's where we're at. It's one of those things, again, because I have all the items and doing these checks, it completely clears this area, which just makes it worth it. Not having to come back here later. You know, if it's got nothing, then it has nothing. And that's life. Whoops. Really just want the Ocarina at this point. Ooh, Ravaged Village. Alright, Burning Cack. It's a Triforce piece. So if we find out which three are forest, fire, and water, beat those. Free piece. Not too bad. Hey, Jabu. Sorry, Lord Jabu. Apologies.
Thanks for watching. Please click to check out my other videos, like and subscribe, and come by Twitch under Floyd Mason to join my live streams.